Good night, folks. Here it's already Friday, 20th of June. So, I want to make an update because we are at an important moment for Ciso. Just for the new one who don't have follow all my video, you can check on my channel. I've done my first video on Ciso 2 weeks ago, calling that video Ciso my next runner. That was the first one 2 weeks ago, and since then I've been incredibly making 8 more video. So that will be the total. That will be the I will have done 10 video on Ciso. So why all this excitement? Why I'm trying to really explain? Because I know that there is so many scam or false company with false. I'm thinking about Mullen. MULN. I mean, the guy who was running that company is kind of crook. And basically he's making money with the reverse split. So this kind of people should not be allowed to be in the stock market because they are disgusting people who don't know, and the only one who are making money are the flippers that basically buy after reverse split and sell during the run, and then the stock fall down. In this case, why I'm so not excited, but I'm so focused, it's because this stock regroup a lot of things that you rarely find together in the same company. That's the point. What I mean, it's cheap. Not a lot of share running around. Float, 32 million share. Vast majority in the end of insiders, plus a lot of retail who know the story and are here for the long run. Very few shares available. Basically, each time you have 1+ million in volume, you have 10% going up. So that's the sign of a company who basically don't have a lot of share running around. I see the market maker, even during the last 3 days with the run, redirecting an average of 70% of the orders in the dark pool. The company is in a sector who have a very bright future, cybersecurity, with the AI, with the wars, with all the stuff, China, Russia, this and that. That will be the big subject of the next, of in the future. It's already the case, but it will only grow up. The company have been cleaning the book. They repay long-term debt, high yield. They are clean, and now they are shifting from low margins activity to high margins activity. SaaS software, 75% margins. So the story is special. Remember, I know I talk a lot about cloud. It's because it was my main focus in the past. All the excitement we have seen on cloud was for what? Because they say that they will have a special part of their business who is basically selling software SaaS to clients, and the market know that high margins will come from there, and that have pushed the short to cover from 60 cents to $4.08. And now you have some retracement because a lot of reasons. So the sector of software, SaaS, in the cybersecurity, in the Medicare, everywhere, is a very hot sector with high margins, and the market know that. Look at the valuation of all the cyber security company, all the EI company. We are talking about minimum 5 to 20x sales, okay? So Ciso come from a company who basically have been buying a lot of others company, growing very fastly with a lot of debt. And now they are shifting to a company who have still buy a lot of other company, but they get rid of the debt and they get rid of the low margins activity, and now they are ready to go full throttle in the direction of margins and growth with all the clients and contract they have, and ready to expand. So the situation here, that's why I'm 100 all in. I know that's not, that's dangerous. Will not lie to you. It's always dangerous to do that. But in this case, I do that because there is too many positive things to be, you know, to have money there and check. And I prefer to be focused on the best story available at the best price available. There is no other stock in the market at this price, with this growth prospect, with these margins, with this low float, with this, you know, seriousness in the sector, than Ciso Global. So I'm 100% all in. Now, my price target will seems to be crazy because people don't understand the irrational exuberance on the two sides of the market. It's not, in this case, it's not a story about fundamentals. Fundamentals are screaming by, but the story is not that. The story is that a lot of shares are in the hand of insiders who don't plan to sell anytime soon. ATM, who was not used, has been suspended. No dilution arriving, no warrants, nothing. Blue sky, okay? So, when the market will understand, will see that this company is ready to make $40 million in sales, with the part of this sales in the SaaS sector with high margins, in the cybersecurity sector, and they're going to compare with the competition, this will be re-rated. Because when the stock was at 40 cents, it was trading for bankruptcy, basically. Now, the books are clean, contracts are coming, margins are coming. It's another story. So it's a stock, unfortunately, because that's life, that will attract at a certain point. It's not the case now. Believe me, I'm checking everywhere. Nobody talk about Ciso. And that's good. I'll tell you why after. At a certain point, when people are going to see 10 million in volume and price cruising above $2, this is going to attract attention. And people will be doing their math, and they will scratch their head and say, what's going on here? What's the trick? It's a joke? What's going on? And I repeat myself because people sometimes think I'm just describing dreams. and it's not the case. When MVST was at 40 cents, I was explaining on stock tweets that this company was not playing around. This is a legit company who have a lot of innovation in the battery sector, and they are not going in bankruptcy anytime soon. And I was explaining that the price was absolutely crazy. A lot of naysayers now going bankruptcy, China, this and that, shorts, whatever. Now people are crying and are fighting each other to buy the stock at $4.5, 10 bagger. I like to repeat it because people think I'm dreaming. I'm only giving real life example. So, and MVST there was a lot more focus on MVST than Ciso. So Ciso is completely under the radar. Nobody talk about. You go in what's the name again? Seeking Alpha. You know, all the place where you see all the article on stocks and all that. Nobody have done an article on Ciso. Nobody. Completely under the radar. Okay. So, right now, I'm not going to repeat what I told you in the last video. The 5 EMA have crossed the 10 and the 20 EMA. We are taking 10 cents every day on an average of 1.7, 1.8 million shares. Dark pool, crazy stuff, 70%. Shorts, no more shorts, because they have been shaking the tree so hard. The day they dropped 12 million shares in the market to bring the price down and explode all the stop loss order, they have been covering a lot. But it's not about the short. We don't care about the short. The short will take care of themselves, and if they are out of the way, it's even better because they will not be fighting hard to impeach the stock to run. So why not? Let them do money if we do money, so everybody's happy. So actual price 129, coming from 40 cents. Coming from 40 cents. Don't forget, a lot of people have been buying at 40 cents. That's not my case, but a lot of people who know what we were talking about have been accumulating at the very low of the channel. Smart people. Now it's 129. We broke the downtrend. All the algo websites are saying buy, 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 buy. Okay. Big volume day have not already kicked in. 3-day with between 1 and 2 million shares. It's very controllable. That's why you have 70% in the dark pool. Take 10 cents a day. This is actually under control. Market maker are bringing the price up, basically redirecting orders in the dark pool when they see there is too much push and too much buying activity. Why? So they can keep control on the price. They don't want this actually to be out of control. Why they do that? Usually because they need shares. So they need on every step to collect shares from the flippers who run out. That's why they do it step by step. They don't have enough shares to be able to be a market maker if there is a huge run. They will be out of shares and the price can go out of control. Okay. Market cap. One-time sales. 40 million. And remember, we are not selling knife and glasses and shoes. We are selling SaaS program in the cybersecurity sector with high margins, recurring revenue from well-known clients. So, special story. The market absolutely not calculate the level of a high margins company with a low margin. It's another story. So at a certain point, how it's going to go, that's my humble opinion. I may be wrong, I may be right, not financial advice, just imagination. I think they are going to bring the stock price to 150 in the next, I will say, tomorrow is Friday, so then Monday. Yeah, I think we can touch 150, or tomorrow if they decided to have some volume and less dark pool, or Monday, worst case Tuesday. We will be sitting at 1.5. When we will arrive at 1.5, still on normal volume, we may see some kind of news coming, contract or whatever, even no news. I see a lot of stock exploding with no news. It's the market maker who decides to run it. And actually, this is what I think is going to happen. Bring it to 1.5 under control with regular volume, taking 10 cents a day. So that will be in the next 2 to 3 days. And from there, maybe a little bit of sideway to let some impatient guys going out, I don't know, just to consolidate, to build the base. And from there, I see it at a certain point being re-rated, re-evaluated. So what's the value of this kind of company? So let me be clear. If they are real, when the CEO say no dilution, if we take a financial, that will be from something with non-dilutive. That's what he say. If he is for real and he keep his words, at a certain point, this stock will be this year. I'm not talking about the future because I don't know. I'm only talking with the numbers I have here and with the information I have now. They will certainly re-rate this company at something like 4 to 5 times sales. That's a minimum in the sector. That will mean roughly $200 million market cap. 200 million market cap divided by 32 million mean roughly $7 per share. But that's numbers based on fundamentals. If everything, goes smooth but I know a lot of company, I cannot mention you all the name, but RCAT, who are building drones and all that. I'm not even talking about Palantir, crazy stuff, paying 80 times sales. Let's be fair. The stock price never go at this, how can I say, never go at a fair price smoothly. That means that, look at APPS. Give a look at the chart, please, so you will understand what I'm saying. APPS, Digital Turbine. In December last year, they destroyed the company, going out of business. They missed the boat of new technology, no margins, blah, blah, blah. $1.25. near penny stock price. December, I'm not talking about 2019, 2024. Okay? December, 6 months ago. And then, great earnings, new management, new this, new that, blah, 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 re-rated. Boom. $4 to $5. Profit taking, flippers going out, a little bit of shorting. Next earnings, boom, plus $7. From $1.25 to $7 in 6 months. Why? Because the market was basically not evaluate rightly the company. That's why some smart people have been buying at $1.25 during Christmas, and now they have the Christmas gifts plus $7 in 6 months. 7-bagger. Thank you, Mr. Market. And this is what is ready to happen for Ciso. They will be aggressively and brutally re-rated, and all of a sudden you will wake up in the morning, you open your PC, there is some kind of news, some kind of earnings, some kind of contract, and you see $7.9 per share, and you will slap your face the whole morning saying, oh, I was reading and hearing people talking about that when it was at $1. Too late. Same happened with MVST. 6-7 months later, 10-bagger. That's not dreams, that's reality. They are in the chart. APPS, MVST, etc. So, I don't want to repeat myself. What I want you to understand, numbers are numbers. So, yeah, excuse me, I was cut, so I don't know what I was saying. Basically, not financial advice, not trying to sell Kool-Aid, just common sense about what happened every day in the market. This is an absolute, total gift. Forget about anything you are hearing about Tesla maybe rebounding 20% and this and that, buy cold puts, blah, blah, blah. Buy the best shares available in the market, and Ciso is one of them. And just wait for the market to re-rate the company. That will come tomorrow, next week, during the summer, after the summer, in December. I don't know. But when that will happen, don't be surprised. Don't cry and don't slap your face saying, I can't believe I see this stock under $1. I didn't act, and now it's $7 and going up. With short squeeze, with insiders, with institution buying, with flippers, blah, blah, blah. Too late. When all these people get in, it's over. Big money come, all the institution can buy when the price is above $5, and you forget about good entry point. Now is the time, not when there is confirmation. Now it's the time. Technically, fundamentally, from any aspect you can analyze this is going up. Until when, until where, I don't know. But anything's possible. Every day, if you go in Finviz, every day you have stock who are re-rated. And you see 400%, 300%, 600%, 1,000%. every day. That's the market. Sometimes they give you some gift. But when you see them on your screener, it's too late. It's too late, and they sell on you and the price go back down. Personally, if I have to choose, I know people don't like that. I would like to have a sustained run. Because, huge spike, yeah, you don't know where to sell, flippers get in, the markets become very volatile, and sometimes you sell and the price go a lot higher. Sometimes you don't sell and then the price is scrolling down. It's difficult. I will be more than happy if we take 10 cents a day and I see you all above $7 in December. But that's me. The market doesn't act like that, because at a certain point there is what we call an inflection point, and you have several actors coming in, flippers, traders, institution, analysts, this and that, and then you cannot control the price. It's re-rated and it's over, and then the price go in a new channel, who will be between $5 to $10. And then you need to chase, you need to buy low, and then the price is not moving, you get nervous, too late. Example, GRRR. Full of people now, pushing for the price to go up. Yeah, that company, you need to buy that company back in November at $3 to $4. Run to $40, drop to $15, and now fighting around $20 with news, this and that. You may do 20% and then the price go back down. I don't like this kind of story where I complicate to trade. I like to buy low and wait for the re-rate. And when the re-rate happen, everybody sell when you need to sell. $5, $6, $7, $8, $9, $10, whatever. I don't know how it's going to play, this thing, how it's going to go, but I know it's going to be re-rated. And it can be very brutal. Very brutal. Because actually, look around in the web. Nobody, absolutely nobody, know what we are talking about. 90% of the website still have the old name, Cyberus Software. They don't even know the name is Ciso Global. Out of the radars, and that's your chance. That's your chance. That's the point where you can do a lot of money and you can make a trade with can be a life-changing when you put a lot of money. Personally, with the amount of shares that I have, if this is going to $7, I can buy 2 houses. And I don't have house, okay? So we are talking about life-changing trade. And that doesn't happen very often. You need to be lucky. APPS, to give you an example, back in December, you sell your house, let's say $300,000, you buy 250,000 shares of APPS. If you sell them today, you have $1.5 million and you can buy 4 or 5 houses, okay, in 6 months. That's the beauty of the stock market. When you have the guts to be at the right place at the right moment, take guts. But after, if you don't have the guts, don't cry. If you say, I don't see any analyst talking about that, it's foggy, I don't know, you read some old report, we're talking about Ciso when it was full of debt in 2024, so you don't have a clear understanding of what's going on. You need guts, you need to make DD, you need to understand what's going on here. Life-changing trade. Life-changing trade. Like Love, like MVST, like EOS, like APPS. Right place, right moment. Buy and hold wait for the re-rate. If you only want to flip, you can do it. You will see in the next days 1.5, 1.7, 2, then back to 1.5. They're going to shake the tree before they re-rate the company. That's for sure. Because very few shares are available. And if institutions want to buy a chunk, where they are going to find the shares? So be ready for a rough ride. But remember that the final target, the re-rate price, it's $7 plus. $7 plus. And it's screaming to you at 129. And it was screaming even louder at 40 cents. I mean, if you have cash, if you want something with very limited downside and very, very oversold, over cheap, that's the best place you can be. Now, I don't control destiny, you know. If the CEO was lying, if there is some information I don't have, I don't know, you know, I will not put my head ready to be cut because, you know, but with the information we have, this is a crazy, absurd gift. Absurd. And that happens very often. But you need to have the guts. It's there. You can act tomorrow. Put a buy order at 130, 131, 132. You can do it. If you don't do it, that's your choice. When you see Tuesday night 150, don't say, oh, I should have been buying at 1.3. Now it's higher. Because that's the direction it's going to take. Look at the chart. Look at the moving, you know, the moving average. Look at everything. The float, the dark pool, and you will understand. This is prime for breakout re-rate. But nobody knows when. That's the game. When? We know we are in an uptrend. We know that. We know the best news, the best is to come. When is going to be re-rated? Who knows? What to do? Buy and hold, buy the dip, buy and hold, buy and hold, buy and hold. That's the only thing. And the more time you stay down, the more you can accumulate. That's the good part. You can have been buying at 40 cents, at 50 cents, at 60 cents, 70 cents, $1, blah, blah, blah. You have this gift to have the time to accumulate. But at one moment, the music will stop. And then you open your phone and you see $7.4 per share. And that will not be expensive. That will be 200 million market cap. Not big deal. Look at the other company in the cybersecurity sector. Look at the price versus sales. 10 times, 15 times, 20 times. In that case, we are talking about a price of $20 plus. $20 plus. Yeah. So $7 is kind of conservative. But the moment, we don't know. Okay, excuse me, I've been long, but I really want to be clear with you. Regroup yourself, think about it, look at the chart, do your DD. I always say that, do your DD. Don't believe me. I may be lying, I may be a pumper, I may be selling Kool-Aid. Do your DD. And if you do your DD, you will say, this is completely crazy. Let me sell my car, my house, my collection of this, regroup all my cash, boom. You know, I cannot do better than this. I can. I have a whole bunch of list of stock here that I'm following. I don't see another alternative between the price, the float, and the multiple versus the sales. I don't have another. I don't have it. I have good buys, I have interesting company, I have oversold company, but I don't have this profile. Nothing. Simple. Take care. Thank you.